We are playing once again Do Not Take This Cat Home. Last time we played a couple of endings, and what we're just gonna do now is press on continue and see where we left off. You're walking, right, of course. First time in a while that you out. And you're actually glad you did. The weather is absolutely perfect today. That's a good thing, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe even meet. You're so deep inside. Seriously, guiding your step. Follow the sound to the lonely. The sunlight only just managed to hide. Finally, sound source comes into almost out of the air. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is the cat. Yes, it's obvious. Meow. It's an interesting looking cat with pretty yellow eyes shine like on the dark black fur. It puts the front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up. Meow. Oh. Meow. And again, it is a cat, not many differences. Lost in look. It's not glaring or hissing getting so frustrated. It's just sitting there, patiently, waiting to do something. Don't take the cat down. Sadly, as cute as the cat is, never take this thing home with you. And this empty. You're a responsible adult. Our rent and bills to pay for, not to mention you need to buy food to survive too. There's no way you could stay for long. You can barely afford this without going to pay off. Cat. Meow meow. Oh, you just want a little attention, don't you? The posse must be bored. And Vauxhall do not show you companion. There's got to be something you can odd around the alley. But there's really nothing in the alley. Horror game. You just said game. Culture. Red light, green light. A classic. Teaching a kid how to play might be a bit of a challenge, but you get the feeling that something that will have it along. Walk to the entrance. Meow meow. Meow. Do not worry, I'm not going. You exaggerate your movements, covering your eyes and sound. Red light. Turn again, speeding back up. 1, 2, 3, red light. You turn around. The cat is a few steps away from the box. Now pulls its butt out from behind the dumpster. Eyes trained rather pencil. Well, at least it's fun. You turn again and feel a sudden chill run down your spine. You feel silly and help counting just a little faster. 1, 2, 3, red light. Whirling around. It's as if the perspective of you're seen is somehow off. Doesn't the cat look here? You pose. Cat meows at you. Sounds much down as impatient. And as you gasp out, 1, 2, 3, red light. Crash. Ground shakes as you. Giant shadowy thing down from it. Walls crashing. No eyes are unblinking. You look back at click on run again. You don't even run before digging. You lifted, drooling, gaping. About here, critter. Keeping your eyes fixed on the giant. Step back. Cheating. As you take one more step back out of the alley. Go home. Error. 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 My soundboard is off, damn it. Hold up. I'm gonna build outside the alley. What exactly? Error found. Back. No, that's cheating. Run. Don't even count. Property. There we go. Okay. Continue. You're walking, right? Of course. It's the first time in a while you develop out, and you're actually glad you did. So there's absolutely that's a good sign, right? Maybe your gut's finally starting to count. Tentatively allow yourself to be excited. I'm just gonna quickly. Okay, I'm gonna save here. Do not take Kit home. I'm gonna see if I can play another game with that. Oh, not ready. Play with cat. Do I have something in my pocket? Oh, a piece of string. String is falling short. The knee ring is safely deleted. It's the bar of chocolate. What's for either right now? Why the fuck do I have a... Oh. Not much of anything. It can play with it, but... something can do. Oh no. Well, that was fun, right? Well, you enjoyed yourself. Nothing else to do. Intention of taking the cat home. You decided this best to... You don't want the cat to... You don't want the cat to get attached to you. At least you have some memories to... Okay, see you around, I guess. Good luck. Okay. You turn... One just got a message. You open it up and... What? Aren't I cute? It's the picture of a cat. The cat does look cute. Happy on the picture. Good night. Did I? You didn't take a picture. You pick over your shoulder at the cat. But the cat? It's meow sadly. Back. Get out of the... What? Another good point for a second save. Ignore the cat and... Phew, that was weird. A good distance away. Not again. Reluctantly look at the message and... Don't ignore me. To your face. Creeped out, you decided to just go home. I know you're seeing. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Can see you. Always. I'll always find you. Oh, whoa. My head should be pretty dry now. This is, by the way, a pretty neat microfiber head. I mean, it's a bit nerdy, but great for drying hair. I start around nervously, certainly Fallout. Finally home. Taken. Rushed to the bathroom. Everything. Just like a bad dream. Fumbling the dark to hoping it will come. Because that's all they are, right? You're really forgetting. Must have been of more than you realized. Yeah, that must be. Check phone. I yeah. Wait. Hi, friend. Startled, drowned in the ambush pack. Flashing the back of your head. You don't notice anything just yet. Your eyes shifting wildly around the room. You can't really see anything. Copper? The dizziness overwhelms you. Lapsed on the bathroom tiles. Help. Reach for your phone to call an ambulance. Photobomber. Okay, let's. Sorry. Tired of it. Not you, W. But I could. What's going on here? It me. It won't. Needed me. Something could be so. Walking. Of course. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. Absolutely perfect. Maybe your luck is round. Allow yourself to feel excited for the possibility of show or what maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that your curiosity guiding us entrance a lonely alleyway. sunlight only just manages to reach down in either side. Ultimately, and forward, the loose gravel suddenly found warm almost to the light of the big cardboard box. There's a cat. That's obvious. So, yeah, right? I'm actually excited to see if I can now just do the question mark option. Ready. I'm gonna play with the cat again. And do the last option. Buy a toy. I'll be right back, okay? You quickly leave the alley and rush to the nearest pet store. You browse through all the different toys for cats. There are so many to choose. Plush, bright colored, and scented with catnip. Realize that most of the time play with a lot. You can stay in the elevator, and you can't exactly. That's it. You know exactly what to get now. After a quick and successful store, make your purchase and rush back to the alley. Get her. Did I just buy another cat to abandon? Meow. The alley feels even gloomier after spending time in direct sunlight. It makes you feel that much proud of you again. Step over the cat and dig in the plastic bag. That's something. Cat leans up, curious and pecks content. You pull out your gift to the cat. It's a small cat plushie. Plushie is a light orange cream color with burnt sepia stripes. Plushie is light orange, making it resemble a tabby cat. The synthetic fur is so soft but not unrealistic. The large eyes are pale green, more subdued than you would have expected for a toy. There's no denying it's just a plushie, but the thoughtful details will make it almost uncanny to the root, which makes it perfect. A companion for the cat, and one you could actually afford. Win-win. That's not all. Give the plushie a little squeeze and cat looks unimpressed. Oh, think it's cute? Guess your purchase wasn't so successful after all. Out of options and low on cash, awkwardly place the plushie in the box next to the cat. Get up and a few steps away when you hear an electronic meow behind you. Huh? Turn to see the plushie on the ground next to the box. The cat is watching you closely, staring. I and go over to pick up the stuffed toy. You really do pay attention to the cat examining it. Looks a little different.
Meow.
You?
Meow.
Tom. The plushie somehow opened its mouth before biting into your wrist. Oh, stop! Pulling it out. We're about to die from blood loss. The cat strolls into your line of vision. Kitten gives you an favorable look. Cat carries the kitten back to the box. Does so carefully. Wait, and right yourself. Falling to the end. You'd gotten the cat a playmate after all. Living doll. Okay. Now we're gonna leave. Ungrateful little monster. You have an annoyance. You're welcome. Shaking your head, you turn. When a sharp pain. Just falls right off. They're in shock at you on the ground, gathering your courage. But it's cotton. Doesn't. Still the same. All one book come to the same nonsensical crying out at the agony that comes and goes like it never happened, as if you're not currently laying on the dirt ground of an alley. Limbless. Can't think straight. Venus receives mentally empty pit in your stomach. You will have a stomach. If with back helpless. The cat's feet. Vision. Lunges at biting its tongue into your chest. Your chew toy. Doesn't hurt. Should. You're not sure if you're glad that it doesn't. Eventually, you feel the cat pull something out of you. A small doll that looks very, very familiar. Hard to tell what the doll is. That's you, isn't it? Cat taps off you. Cries. This thing's everything. Wake up and find you can't move an inch. Ground, can't even breathe. Though none of the realizations seem to be a problem. All you can see, a familiar looking cat curled around your furring and sleep. For some reason, this doesn't bother you. So why you feel good? Try to let your internal thoughts in, like memories, life, another time, another you. But its thoughts slip away like forgotten dreams. Oh well, that's fine. You're just a doll after all, and doll's role isn't to have silly thoughts or to remember unimportant things. Judging from wearing seem to be. You're filled with an overwhelmingly strong sense of pride at it. And Cottonhead. Sounds a bit like a slur. Okay. Let's see what happens here. The full vibrations over, but you just can't. Keep your eyes shut. As tightly grip the thing in your mind that whoever or whatever is doing just operate. filled with people grateful early. Headshot. Okay. Well, I guess I could stay for a little longer. But now, what to do? Okay, last time you got a cat. You dig into your pockets. Bring chocolate. You find a chocolate bar that nope, it's not even expired. Quite to find and you're about to offer it to the cat. And suddenly you're hit with guilt as you remember some chocolate. Chocolate is toxic to cats. My gosh, I'm resist the urge to vomit if you take guilty use chocolate bar. You're all an almost cat killer doesn't deserve chocolate. You go back to the cat barely able. It doesn't even. I'm sorry. Horrible person. You know what? Stay there. I'll be right back. And with a whole fish you bought at a nearby grocery shop. It was a bit pricey, but it was the least you. Cat eagerly accepts the offering. Meow meow. Want to smile aside, but you just feel so awful. The cat seemingly pays you no mind. Just slip back out of the alley. Not feeling out, he just decided to head back home. Okay. Hiding. But you try not to see. Not like it. You finally reach your apartment building, about to unlock the door when look behind the dozen of cats that sit there eating the thought that you all of them. I'm sorry, I don't have any more food for you. One of them starting to feel a little unnerved when finally a little cat is awake. Oh, it's you. Oh, carefully between its teeth is a chocolate bar. But on him back, all the cats look judgment. Don't have back of them money to buy enough. Okay, we have a safe phone. We will go inside. You decide to cut your sins weigh down on you. What more? Consider preparing dinner. How could you? Poor cat. Once you front. Had to take a bath and go straight to bed without. A fitting punishment. Forgo the fancy bath powders. Ink and eye. Mind races and honey. Wish there was anything right. But to try to live. Rise up. Tail. Dizzy at the side. Maybe loosen it. Try to climb out of the head, but a witch fin strip. Speak to effort. Gasp. Bubbles. Up. Yes. Couldn't explain how you have drowned yet. Come to the edge of the cabin. Fish? Possible. But again, anything. Just the shadow room. Capacity. Down at you. The cat scoops you up, tossing you up into different clouds. As you flop around, you realize the cat was alone. Nothing eyes and down. Maybe down at something. And one last to look up in the eyes. Looks at me face. As the cat descend upon you. Nothing. Seafood. Now let me grovel. Collapse to your knee and low down start to earnestly. I'm so sorry. Anything I do anything all. Is something. Oh, it finally succeeds with helpless gagging. The hang on. That's a flopping fish. You just drop a little fish. Oh. The cats come rushing forward, all tearing. Happily. Help. Ow. Walk. Drop another fish. Other. Fall to your ears and final. Final. A final. Tiny bloody fish. Forward. despite the pride. Read of your disgusting. The sound of happy cats munching a bit of food fills your ears. Listen, like it's the bowl of chocolate upon earth. Okay. This one. You've successfully atoned, but you don't have the strength to. Coil. Okay. Did I go to the cinema? I don't know if I did. Good thinking myself. Ignore. Go watch a movie. Oh, nothing. Go to the new. Oh damn, that's a lot of options. Let's go to the old. You eagerly buy your ticket from the kind of old man in the booth. Get inside. It's barren. Any trace of a looks like it has changed. Maybe even the 7th. But it's what you were counting. There we go. Now, you consider buying some popcorn, but can't help but be concerned that everything at the concession stand might be expired. Let me just. There we go. As expected, the theater movie will be playing and it is completely empty. Perfect. Just pick a spot right in the middle, even counting the seats and taking into consideration the gap to the staircase. As you settle in, the dim lights fade away, leaving the room pitch black for a few seconds. Before the screen flickers on. No commercial or trailer pop-ups. The movie just begins. Oh my god! Please, you shrug and let yourself get immersed in the opening scene. But just as you're getting into the premise, doors open behind you, momentarily casting light into the room and running the atmosphere. You hold in a frustrated sigh. The doors open behind you, momentarily casting light into the running the atmosphere. Oh. It's a public establishment after all. The place can't exactly afford to stay open if you're the only customer. You try to refocus on the movie, but you sense your presence slowly shifting around the theater before heading in your general direction. What? Gape in utter disbelief as the stranger shuffles down the aisle, right in front of you. There's no one else here, and plenty of space to sit. The stranger is also unusually tall, even with the stadium-like arrangement of the seats being on a somewhat steep incline, they're completely blocking your view. Next save. You don't want to risk escalating the situation further. This whole thing is already making me. Why would they choose to sit right in front of you? Surely they know you wouldn't be able to see past them. Shaking your head with a passive aggressive cough in the stranger's direction. You reluctantly pick another, less perfect seat in this. But as you settle down, see the strange person once again sit down directly in front of you. You look around somewhat helplessly, as if waiting for someone to silently agree with you about how odd all of this is. Or to at least inform you that it is all an elaborate prank. But there's no one else here. That's how you've always liked it, but can't help but think that maybe it would be nice to have someone else here. It meant not being alone with this weird jerk. Move to another spot, you move again. And again, they sit right in front of you. You're still annoyed and a little humiliated. Are they just getting a kick out of this or something? You've wasted enough time with this jerk. You don't even know what's going on in the movie anymore. Confront the stranger. You hate confrontation. You can already feel your palms starting to sweat at the idea of it. Throat closing up and your body starting to shake. You've always been more of a flighter than a fighter. But you paid for this ticket. You've wanted to watch this movie for ages. And now this total stranger has ruined the entire experience for you. You're return. No one who will help you. Wrong. But you're angry enough that you ignore the signs of your body, begging you to put as much distance as you can between yourself and the stranger. Stand up, even standing entire up on the incline. The stranger is still at least a head taller than you. The movie continues to play in the background, but you feel as if a hush immediately falls heavily over the theater at your movement. As if you can sense the stranger waiting what you plan to do. You square your shoulders, force a little bass into your voice. Okay. Shoulders, force bass into my voice. Hey. The effort makes your word come out more harshly than you intended. Like sudden and a vicious spark. But you figure they deserve it anyway. You're being a real jerk, you know, huh? You know what? Just what are you playing at, huh? You trying to piss me off? The silence that follows your words is deafening. So much so that you glance at the screen only to find that the movie has paused. Back to the stranger. Like a small animal trying desperately to anticipate the moves of a predator. You don't move. You look away. You don't dare think. Instead, your eyes widen as the person ends its turn. Turns them. Turn. Beyond what should be possible. Bones cracking. They face you directly. And move. Like glowing up, resting up, made a grinning mouth. What comes out? Something impossible to comprehend. The voice is endlessly deep and creaks like a weighty door, upholding and oddly melodic, alluring. But it also snaps you out of your terrified trance. Before you know it, you're already out of the door. You run through the halls of the empty theater, heading off the exit. Feel something watching you from behind, but you're too afraid to look. The exit is now inside. You sprint forward and burst through the doors. You look around frantically for the crowded cinema across the street. People, that's what you need. Safety in numbers at all. Without thinking, you rush into the street. A sinking sensation across the spine, compelling you. Despite your resistance, you feel your head turning to look back of its own accord, by the middle of the street. You catch a glimpse of a grotesque-looking person leaning behind a glass door. Theater. Watching you intensely. Trailing something in their arms. Something. A glimpse is all you get. The truck speeds forward and crashes into your body. You killed on impact. Your body splattered across the road and crushed further under the heavy tire. Poor screening arrangements. Go to the new cinema. What? You didn't realize that it felt like you've been surrounded by someone, kind of dreadful presence. Until it suddenly vanishes, leaving you feeling more than a little shaken. But at least breathing comes easier. You think it's within your best interest to repress everything that just happened. Yeah. Deciding to wait for the movie you've been anticipating to be available on DVD or something. You joined a long line outside the cinema. By the time you've reached the ticket booth, you just want to get inside. So you pick a movie at random and take your ticket from the tired-looking teenager manning the booth. The decor is chic and sleek, and the inside is bustling with people. Not what you usually into, but it's kind of nice to being alone. Even if you feel a little lonely watching families and groups of friends laughing among themselves. You'd get some popcorn, but the lines at the concession stands are long and the prices are criminal anyway. You go through the halls and follow the signs to the theater designated on your ticket before heading inside. You side to side of the absolutely crowded theater. The hotel says food only to be told that it is next to you, that it's being saved for someone. This happened a few more times before you finally managed to get yourselves to a seat, annoyingly offset with the screen. But the screen is at least visible, if not a little too close so you grit your teeth and bear it. The lights fade out, but the chatter doesn't. The rest of the audience doesn't seem content to talk through the commercial or even through the trailers. You forget the chatter will stop when the movie actually begins, but it doesn't get even slightly quiet as the opening scene starts to play out. You sigh out loud, not thinking anyone behind you anyway. This is why you're avoiding the theaters like the plague. Screen changes, showing the face of a black cat. A familiar black. Confused murmurs fill the room, but then cat on the screen. Sound is strange. Strange and not at all like any cat should sound. Haunting, almost melodic, and layered as if it made of multiple voices of different creatures. Creatures that will probably never say. You sit in confusion, wondering why you haven't already gotten up, and left to complain to the cinema staff. But then you hear it. It's scattered and dissonant at first, but among the crowd, people start to chant the cat on the screen. Soon the entire room is chanting in perfect unison. Everyone's staring intensely at the cat on the screen. You're feeling strangely drawn to the screen itself, but a compulsion to stare blankly, and that's wrong. For now, nothing notice out of the corner of your eye. Some of the people in your immediate are at you. They're outright staring holes into you, even as they continue chanting. They don't miss a beat as they slowly begin to frown at you. Then disapproval. Their scrolls deepen, but time goes on, as if they're getting patient. And now we have another save. This is too weird. I need to get out of here. Gathering your courage, or perhaps putting your feet to use, you stand up, fully intending to leave the theater. Everything comes to an abrupt stop. The cat chanting stops, even the cat's chanting on the screen. You tense and risk a glance around the theater. They're all staring at you. Every single one of them. They're not moving. They're not even blinking. You swallow your throat suddenly dry, even though a nervous sweat completely soaks through your clothes. You hurriedly doubt that sitting back down will fix the situation. Your legs are shaking under the audience's unnatural intense scrutiny. But you force yourself to step forward and forward and forward until you finally reach the end of the aisle. You feel the collective gaze even worse on the staircase. All their heads have turned uncomfortably to the left to look directly at you. But the screen's illuminated face making clear their blank skulls. They seem even more upset than they had before minutes ago. Identical frowning lights. The browns. Keep going to the heavy atmosphere become more and more oppressive with every step. You're so tense with anticipation that you fully expect someone to grab at you. But no one does. You don't hear any of them even get up. You exit the theater, breath so close behind you. You briskly walk through the halls, putting as much distance as possible between you and the theater full of people. Finally, reaching the lobby, you just barely manage to catch yourself from falling to the floor as you gulp in huge gasps of air. Pant, pant, pant. Expect to feel relief as your breathing calms, but you feel a lingering sense of dread that only spikes once you finally notice it. As well as it soars, you look up and your stomach sinks. All the people in the lobby of the theater, everyone in the line at the concession stand, all of them are staring at you. And they look even angrier than the people in the theater. You don't hesitate this time. You duck your head, avoiding eye contact, and leave the cinema. You ignore the glares of everyone in the ticket booths and the lines leading to them. make your way home. Whenever you dare to look up at someone on the way, flinch at the blatant stare. You think you start to hear the faint sound of a cat's meowing behind you. Or maybe a kitten's? Doesn't matter, you just want to go home. You reach your front door and fumble with the keys. Cowering from the look of pure hatred on your neighbors' faces as it stares at you from a storm. Finally, you get inside, lock all the locks on the door, and slide down with your back against it till you're sitting on the floor. I hope you could hear that. You allow yourself a moment to breathe. Now home becomes, and you fear slowly release from you, leaving you feeling strangely empty. You pass the kitchen, head to your room, and slip under the covers. That was a bit too much sparkling water. Pass the kitchen, head to your room, and slip under the covers of your bed, trying to fall asleep. Maybe it's all just a bad dream. As you fall a fitful sleep, sure to be full of nightmares of glaring eyes, you try to ignore the ever-increasing sound of cats meowing and yowling in the distance outside of your apartment. Black sheep. Okay, we're going back here. Thinking fast, you look to the screen and begin to chant in tandem with the crowd. Nya, 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 You feel the harshness of the collected gaze start to ebb away. The air in the theater becoming lighter once again. Nya, nya, You release air shakily, just realizing that you've been holding your breath earlier. You feel stuck. Surely you can't just up and leave now. Not after whatever all that was. The people around you all seem fine now. But there's no telling if they get aggressively at you even for moving too much. And never mind outright getting up and leaving. You just have to let the friend pause. Hopefully someone will come along, right? Or at least turn the film off. You continue to chant along with everyone. Yeah, 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 You start to lightheaded. You feel as if you could fall asleep, but your eyes don't feel heavy in the slightest. You try to look around and gauge the other's emotional state, but you can't seem to look away from the screen. You try again, but you're still locked into eye contact with the cat on screen. You attempt to physically force your line of vision away. You steal your nerves, ready to throw yourself to the ground if you need to. But your body only gets as far as tensing up for a moment before completely losing it again, making you lay back lumpily into your seat. You simply should be panicking right above now, but even your brain feels slim. Your thoughts are vaguely muted, pastel pink, itchy, becoming sweet, moving loosely spun, like cotton candy. You like cotton candy. You certainly shouldn't mind Your soul's and body being a cotton candy easier, so why get up and ruin that? It's nice you. You're more at peace than you ever felt before. Such a proud of you. So chanting if I feel so aligned and in tune with another person. Let alone an entire room full of complete strangers. You're not. You're not alone. Out of the corner of your eye, the person next to you starts to sink, and even further into the chair. And then they sink more. Then more. Not like they're slouching or reclining, but more like they're deflating. They're sinking. Their skin bunches up to wrinkles like fabric, as if their muscles, their bones have started to disintegrate. Their eyes dim before sinking into their sockets. Their mouth, still attempting to chant, falls open, offer cut off. Yeah. Gasping as the word ends in an awful hiss. A final, weak release of air. You muse thoughtfully about whether or not you should be distressed at the sight. Even then, the blanket of peace doesn't leave you. Suddenly, from a pile of skin close next to you, you see a lamp moving around. You watch in dazed fascination as the lamp makes its way to the part of the skin where the head used to be, and out from the mouth crawls a tiny black kitten. Meow, 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 You can hear the familiar hissing sound all around you now, as the unfired chants start to fade, only to be replaced with the fainting hearing of kittens. Finally, your voice is the only one still chanting, still human, and alone. Again. You don't want that. You can't go back to that. Not again. Not again. Please. Yet just then, you go completely limp. Your body... Speaking of emotions hurts. I'm used to speak in a monotone, okay? Damn. Ow. Your body feels light, but it might as well weigh several tons. Because you're there quite suddenly that you can't move, not an inch. You can't shift your eyes to look around. You can't even breathe, but somehow the chant continues to creak weakly from your mouth. Yeah, 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 A few kittens come forward and perch themselves in the chair around you, watching your sinking body, merely as they wait for the younger siblings to emerge from you. Dozens of glowing eyes peer down at you, and as your eyes start to cave into the sockets of your softening skull, you manage to make out a slightest silhouette of a familiar cat perching on the seat right in front of you. Your vision finally fades. Understood. Same as if air expels itself from your mouth. The last thing you sense is something small and alive shifting eagerly under your skin. Happy birthday. Okay, what happens if I just leave the theater? This is too weird. Feeling uncomfortable, you decide to leave the theater. There's still enough time left in the day to do something else. Now, what? What happens if I head to the new cinema now? You don't know why. You don't know why, but you don't really feel great about being alone right now. I'm just gonna skip a bit. Yep. Oops. Let's load this one. Leave cat. I know you're lonely. Ignore. Let's go to the cinema at the start. You don't know why, but you don't really feel great about the idea of being alone right now. This is always the same outcome. I'm just gonna leave the cinema now. I know. Let's go and continue, actually. You're walking. Right, of course. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. The weather is absolutely perfect today. And that's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited. No? I'm just gonna do... If you wonder what the sound is, this is my four-finger technique of visual novels that I discovered I could just do. I'm just gliding over the enter button and using every finger. Okay, let's take the cat home, actually. Well, why not? Right? Let's try to go for 2 more endings. But it would be a waste of time. Do something with the cat. Something alone. Watch a movie. So you decide to watch a movie. You get dressed in your favorite pajamas. Make some popcorn. With an obscene amount of butter. And turn over to the armchair. Fun fact. I have popcorn kernels right here. Next to a little popcorn machine. Because it's a low-calorie snack and I'm still trying to lose weight. I can't wait for someone to see this in a couple of years and just see how much I've failed. Only 2 guests. Yeah, but the cat is already napping in it. You've gone a little in thought. Your couch isn't at the best angle for an optimal TV viewing pleasure. And you don't feel like pushing it around and having to put it back later. The only options you have left are to sit on the floor. Or move the cat and reclaim the throne. Let's sit on the floor. Let's not have the spine. You decide to sit on the floor. The cat is a guest after all, and you pride yourself on being a good host if nothing else. Ah, damn it. Where's the settings? Well, at least you would if you'd ever had any guests over before. Damn. You grab a blanket and some pillows and make a comfy nest in front of a chair. You pop in a random movie for your collection. Hold up. There we go. You pop in a random movie from a collection and can't tell. You grab a blanket and some pillows and make a comfy nest in front of the chair. You pop in a random movie from a collection and can tell instantly that it's one of your favorite horror films. You've seen it a few times already, but it never fails to get your blood pumping. A few minutes in and you're already invested in getting reacquainted with the story of the characters. The scares won't come until later, but for some reason you feel like something is watching you from behind. You know it's probably nothing, but you feel compelled to check anyway. You peek over your shoulder. Whoa! Gah! Only to jump out of your skin, losing a few pieces of popcorn out of the bowl in your lap. The cat is awake and looking right at you. Sigh. You take a calm breath, covering from your heart and nearly letting out of your chest.
I've never played Elden Ring in my life. Giant land.
That was Instagram Reels. I'm actually just checking my current calorie intake. I'm gonna make me a bucket of popcorn later, yeah. I'm convinced. It was just a cat, of course. It was so quiet you'd forgotten it was right behind you. Even though it's the whole reason you're sitting on the floor in the first place. You shakily pick up the remote, intending to rewind some of the parts you missed. However, as soon as you press the rewind button, the TV shuts off. You blink confused. Nothing else turned off. The kitchen dim light was still on. The digital clock was still glowing and the movie player was still rewinding. The power clearly didn't go out, so I still run down your spine. Catch the cat's reflection in the dark TV screen. It's still looking at you. Cats stare silly. It's kind of their thing. Right? And you're a new addition in its life. Of course it's going to study you closely to see if you're trustworthy. As you mentally reassure yourself, you turn the TV back on. What? The TV on, but the movie isn't. It's playing on screen. It's you. You watch yourself from on screen as you feel your brow furrow in tandem. It's like footage of you in real time, like you're being recorded. You feel the familiar sensation on your mind, focusing on small details to avoid the bigger picture of your current situation. Avoiding the question of how this is happening or who or what is doing this and why. Suddenly, your mirrored self smiles and waves at you, all on its own. You don't wave back to stand to move. But you on the screen doesn't seem to mind though. It then stands up, it walks out of frame, and a terrified yell rips out of your mouth. Before you can seem to stifle it, on screen in the chair, the cat. But it's wrong. It becomes a large swollen mass of black fur. The twitching pulse rhythmically with its slow, almost methodical breaths. The mouth is a yawning entrance, the black abyss framed by a set of teeth look very, very sharp. Glowing eyes bulge over its body. It's still looking at you. It doesn't even acknowledge your on-screen persona. You walk back into frame and pet it almost lovingly. Then, you inside the TV touches one of the cat's fangs. You flinch at a sudden sharp pain in your palm. You look down and sure enough, your hand is bleeding. You're not particularly afraid of blood, but for some reason the sight of it leaking out of you sends another chill down your back. Salt, clear and terribly, flashes across your mind. It's not just the muted cat and the idiot that's watching you, it is. Don't look behind you, 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 don't look behind you. You watch helplessly as your on-screen self smiles and laughs at you. Almost encouragingly, you stand in front of the cat's gasping jaws, look into the dark depths, and as you're torn between the horrifying realization of what's about to happen, and then gripping wonder of what they see looking back at them from deep, deep darkness, you jump in. Darkness is a sudden presence all around you, pressing in, holding you down, and yet you somehow also feel weightless. You can't tell if you're falling, but it doesn't feel like you're laying down or standing either. You feel warm. You feel cold. You feel everything. You feel nothing. You feel nothing. Silent film. Oh. Reclaim your throne. You square shoulders. Sorry, kitty, but that's my spot. You pick up the cat and place it on the floor. It's clearly upset with you. When you try to pat it as an apology, it dodges your hand and scampers away. You shrug and put on a random movie before nestling into your chair. It's some horror film that you laugh and heckle from beginning to end. Nothing but an endless stirring of pointless jump scares. Did the writers not know the meaning of the word subtle? What was that? Was that a bathroom? The cat must have gotten into the medicine cabinet or knocked something over. Calming your thundering heart with a deep breath, you pause the movie and get up to investigate. Meow. Whoa. The cat dashes between your legs from the hall. Seeing the scene of only makes you look guiltier, you know? Fleeing from the scene only makes you look guiltier, you know? You're even more reluctant to see the damage now. You just want to relax and watch your bad horror movie. You go into the bathroom and turn on the light. Just as you thought, all the stuff in your medicine cabinet is scattered on the tiles. You sigh. At least none of it looks broken or damaged. You crouch down to pick everything up. Did the door just close? Did you bump it when you crouched down, or... Well, at least the cat can come in now and make more mess of this anyway. The lights. It's gonna be our... Didn't they just replace the bulbs? They were in faulty, were they? You never remembered to hold onto your receipts for situations like these. You doubt you'll be able to get your money back. You stand up. You shake out the pain in your knees from crouching it open. Medicine cabinet. Carefully, you place everything back where they belong, making sure nothing is missing. You close the cabinet door. Jump scare. You jump back, slamming against the wall, covering your mouth. You look back up the mirror on the medicine cabinet door to see... Nothing. Nothing? What the hell? Something was... You know you saw something just now. No, you did. Right? Jump scare. You rush out of the bathroom and slam the door behind you without looking. You enter the hall, and... No. No. You shield yourself with your arms and... Nothing. Nothing again. You peek through your fingers and see... Just your usual hallway. You... don't feel very good. You need to sit down. You carefully make your way back to the living room, trying to overwhelm your sense any more than you already have. Maybe you should watch something a little more lighthearted. Or just lie down instead. You don't know. It's a little hard to think. You just need to sit down. Stumbling forward, you reach chair, but... It's nothing. Nothing at all. Just the cat sitting back in the chair again, looking up at you curiously. But it's enough. Your heart lurched so harshly out of the mixture of fear and anticipation that it completely gives out? Your eyes roll up into your skull. You feel yourself falling back. Did that before you even hit the ground? Real subtle. What happens if I... You definitely... Okay. There was no different outcome. Good to know. And that's about it for today. I'm gonna see you guys next time. I'm gonna see how many endings we have left. We have 18 more endings. One more can't hurt. Do something with the cat. Do we have something else than hide and seek to play with the cat? Look for some yarn. In every movie and cartoon of little cats that you've watched since childhood is to be believed, then you can deduce with almost absolute certainty that cats freaking love yarn. Probably. You unearth some from an old box in a hallway closet. And that's filled with knickknacks from various abandoned hobbies. You consider just handing the ball of bright red yarn over to the cat and supervise from the side. But that would defeat the idea of playing together, wouldn't it? You cut off a decent length of string from the ball and yarn and go back to the living room. The cat is resting on the floor. It's not asleep, but when it looks up at you entering the living room, you feel like it could doze off right then and there. You'll fix that. You smirk a little, confident with your surprise, and let the piece of yarn dangle just above the floor, pinched between your thumb and index finger. A sudden shift in the cat's demeanor makes your heart start to beat a little faster. Its posture has barely changed at all. Just a subtle shift of head and ears, a slight tension in the shoulders, a sharpness in the giggles as it looks onto the yarn dangling an inch above the floor. The cat could still pass as being almost relaxed, calm, and yet near-as-sick, with eagerness to lunge forward, waiting for the right moment to strike. You feel like you've just witnessed the awakening of the perfect predator. You're almost afraid of what will happen once you make the first move. But it will be you who makes the first move. You take a deep breath, relax your shoulders. The cat had lunged the instead you wiggle the yarn, but you're faster. It completely misses as you flick your wrist, making the yarn recoil out of its reach like a terrified snake. Heaving over shelter landing in its eagerness, the cat stumbles and looks around as if shocked as it failed to attack. You generously click your tongue to help reorient it. The cat whips its head around at the sound, slightly taking a back at the intensity of its stare of the yarn. But you persist. You wiggle the yarn again encouragingly. You wiggle, and yes, maybe a little tauntingly. This time, the cat anticipates the yarn upward dodge and leaps up to swipe at it. But you're already one step ahead, puppeteering the yarn to dance gracefully out of reach once more. Come on, you can do it. A little condescending, but you can't seem to help it. For some reason, it feels a little good knocking the feline down a peg or two. At least it seems to be enjoying itself. You hope anyway. You keep going. Now. It must be getting frustrated. You could swear it nearly took a shot at your eye the last time it had jumped so high and erratically. You've been keeping the yarn in constant motion, afraid to slow down. Your wrist is starting to get tired. And the cat doesn't seem to be losing any energy though. It's like it's getting faster and faster. Meow. Meow. Rift finally climbed sharply, making use control of Dion's motion as the tip of it brushes slightly against his stomach. Pain rips low across your torso, into your torso. Blood pours out of your mouth. In the daze, you look down and see red, blooming, slowly along the bottom of your shirt, around the tears in the fabric. Stop. Watches a long thick ropes of something out from under your shirt into a bloody heap on the floor at your feet. A single history rope still hangs from you, connecting you to all that mess are as you tumble to the ground on top onto your side. Your vision goes blurry, but you can just make out the shape of something small and deep, inky black. They walk all over and inspect you. Oh god, their intestines. Before it starts, you giddily roll around in a mass, your bloody inside next to you. Meow. Meow. Darkness falls over you. The cat sounds happy. Nonsensically, you wonder where the yarn has gone, but there's really no need to worry about it. The cat seems content with the next best thing. At the end of your rope. Okay, that was a more fun ending. Now, thank you very much for watching. Oh, damn. Okay. The image right here is getting a bit more glitched, which is exciting. I hope you